And so it's important we get the younger people.
Encourage them as they come. They are the future leaders, the future environment champions. Thank you.
Plant a tree for every generation. Eco Restoration Foundation.
Together we save the earth.
Eco Restoration Foundation.
Together we save the earth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are not just here to plant trees. We are here to save the environment. Because if it's just to plant trees, anybody can plant trees. But the objective is to save the environment. Dr. Onoja is going to talk to us about it. I've been privileged to be in attendance at some of his sessions, and the picture is not good. MD is very gloomy because the Atlantic is coming from this side and is taking away villages, is taking away coconut trees. Some burial ground of some ancestors have been taken away by the Atlantic. And so it's a scary situation. And take it away from there and go to, we have very big fancy estates, and we have medium-sized estates, and we have some that are estates with the small E at the beginning. You know, that tells you about their size. But some small estates are doing big things. Some of them are already doing recycling projects, and you get to some locations where you see the entire drainage is clogged. Clogged drainage, no green anywhere. People are so particular because they have spent so much money to buy land. So they want to build on every inch of that land. And, you know, people who are into conservation will tell you that you should leave some space in your environment so that water can sink in. And so it enables early dispersal, and it also helps the ecosystem. But it looks like most of these things that we are saying, we are happy. Our people are beginning to react to it. Estate people are beginning to make wahala. MD told me the word wahala earlier when I was telling him about something, and he said, that is big wahala. So it's looking like big wahala in estates. People are beginning to fight their neighbors because of environment.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I don't want to tell them I sold this much 7-Up and this much Pepsi. It's boring for them. So we need to have a difference. We need to make a difference. And that is where 3 years ago I came up with my 3E mission, which hopefully will help make Nigeria a much better country. The first E we talk about is education. And this is why as 7-Up alone, we send every year one Nigerian to Harvard Business School for 2 years master's degree fully paid. The second E is environment. And this is why we are here now. We are here now because of the environment. Unless all of us take a serious effort, the environment will be deteriorating, and what we will leave for our children and grandchildren will be a disaster. So I'm the chairman of the Food and Beverage Recycling Alliance, which is the alliance of all the companies that deal with waste. That's why Toyin is a very good friend of mine. I just came from Lekki now because we declared today a Lekki Phase 1 waste-free zone. So we are not only into planting trees. And I will come back to this three. The third E we are talking about is employment. Because for this country to be where it deserves, our children need to have very high education. They need to be well employed so that they can raise better children. And I'm embarking on a project also that hopefully with the United Nations, with all the banks, with all the big companies, that will hopefully ensure 1 million jobs between now and 2035. New jobs through scaling up companies. The problem we all face as human beings is we tend to blame others. The government is not doing this for us. These people are not doing this. These companies are doing that. We are perfect, but everybody else is wrong. And that's why we don't start. I would be in a car with somebody, captures a bottle and throws it on the road. Okay, what are you doing now? He says, oh yeah, one more bottle will not make a difference. one person makes a difference. I need to acknowledge one person that made a big difference. This lady joined 7UP less than a month ago. She kept disturbing me. The Environment Day is coming. We need to do something. Last week, she was telling me about all the brilliant activities we are doing in all the plants. And then I said, Lovelyn, I know we are tight on time, but what about we plant 1 tree for every employee we have, which is 2,500 trees. Between me and myself, I thought this is a big thing for her. She cannot handle in 1 week. But one person pushed me to do it, got all of you here, and we have the trees. So we are so proud of you. So we need to stop saying that one person cannot make a difference. Maybe one alone cannot, but with one that knows one, that knows one, that knows a bigger one, we can reach a much bigger stake. We are doing a journey now of 1 million trees we are proud of. But I was speaking to the president, if we make that alliance bigger even, not only 7UP, but all companies involved in this, the 1 million will become small and we can plant 5 million. This is the objective of our journey. I will not take much of your time. Thank you very much for coming. 7UP team, I love you, all of you.
My president, when he was speaking, he talked about we saving the earth. We are actually saving the earth so that the earth will save us. We are not actually doing the earth a favor, we are actually doing ourselves a favor. Because by the time we are able to save the earth, then it will save us. But we continue to do things discriminately, especially on this Lekki axis, where you would think that we are very enlightened and very educated. As the GM pointed out, it's very disheartening that you are driving behind a car and the next thing you will see that this car will wind down the glasses, and then before you know it, a bottle or a trash is out of the window. You wonder, whoa, this person who is driving this car should have been enlightened. But this attitude is even worse than an attitude of an animal, because an animal will not just do things that way. When you see animals feed, when you see the lions when they feed, they hunt deliberately. After they killed one animal, they will make sure that they finish that animal to their satisfaction. They will not go around wasting others. They will ensure that they finish that animal, and after they leave, the hyenas will come and clear up so that there is no waste in nature. So we should try as much as we can to ensure that we do save, we follow the footprint of nature. I want to talk about the axis where we are, because we are all concerned about it. We have the coastal erosion. My president mentioned it, and I just want to give us some very scary statistics. I'm not here to scare you, but it's really a very scary statistics. We have been tracking the coastal erosion just behind us, just maybe a kilometer and a half behind us. We have been tracking the coastal erosion since 2018, and between 2018 and 2022, we have lost over 128 meters. And based on our prediction, we are supposed to see the ocean flowing into the Lekki-Egbe Expressway. Thank God coastal road is coming to be able to block that from happening, but that's what we are pushing, so that it will be an integrated approach, so that the coastal road will also save the coastal erosion from happening. But as it is, we all have to play our parts. Sometimes we relax and think that the government is who is going to do everything. We all have our responsibilities, and I'm glad that the SBC has taken up upon themselves to ensure that their employees are also environmentally responsible, by not just being an environmentally responsible organization, but the staff as well be environmentally responsible by planting 1 tree at least. It doesn't mean that you plant only 1 tree, it's a 1 tree at least. And I'm sure that we'll be able to escalate these programs so that others around us also will plant. On our birthdays, on our anniversaries, let us ensure that we plant trees so that this environment will protect us as we protect it. Let me tell us something. If we refuse to protect the environment will protect itself. But while it is doing that, it will get rid of us. So if we don't protect the environment, we will be toast. Thank you very much.